Okay, hi. Um, Expensive Cupcake here. Today I'm going to be going over SCP-1003 or 1003, the Tapeworm Child. Okay. So ooh, this one sounds rough. A Tapeworm Child? I mean, ooh. Okay. So let's get started. The object class is Keter, whichever one that I guess you want. So, anyway, let's get into it. The Foundation currently has 10 instances of SCP-1003-2, designated as SCP-1003-2/A/K, or A through K. I'll get it right in a minute. In its possession, all of which are held in separate, heavily guarded high-security cells at Bioresearch Area 13. All personnel at Bioresearch Area 13 are to undergo regular compulsory testing for signs of SCP-1003 infection. Personnel wishing to access the SCP-1003-2 A through K may only do so for the express purpose of research, must have a Level 4 security clearance, and must have written permission from O5 redacted beforehand. They are to wear biohazard suits when entering SCP-1003-2 A through K cells, and go through an intensive disinfection process afterward. Sorry, that's my cat. He's playing with something. Oh well. Go through an extensive disinfection process afterwards. No animals of the order Carnivora are to be allowed at Bioresearch Area 13 under any circumstances. So, it just sounds like... It's a tapeworm. It sounds like it must attach to you in some way. I don't know. Let's keep reading. So, SCP-1003-1 is an adult tapeworm of the species Echinocus granulosus. I don't think I even pronounced that right, but whatever. Known for causing Hydatid's disease. Like others of its species, SCP-1003-1 inhabits the small intestine of carnivores, typically canids, where it produces eggs that are passed in the host's poop. The eggs can survive up to redacted years in the outside environment. Okay, so no dogs. Okay. When the eggs enter the gastrointestinal tract of a human subject, hereby designated the intermediate host, via consumption of contaminated food, they hatch into larvae, which burrow into the host's tissues. It is at this stage that SCP-1003's anomalous properties begin to manifest. Instead of developing into cysts, the larvae develop into creatures which resemble human embryos. Okay. Hereby designated as SCP-1003-2. The vast majority of SCP-1003-2 specimens die before they have a chance to develop. Those that survive are usually those that are embedded in a nutrient-rich base, such as hepatic tissue. As they develop, they absorb nutrients from the surrounding tissue, which often causes problems for the intermediate host. Ooh. That's not good. SCP SCP-1003-2's development mostly follows the pattern of a normal human prenatal development, but at a faster rate. By 8 weeks, it is as mature as a 3-week-old neonate, although it is similar in size to an 8-week-old embryo, approximately 13 to 16 centimeters. Once it has reached this stage, it will actively consume the intermediate host from within using sharp, hooked teeth. SCP-1003-2's growth is accelerated to an even greater extent as it is doing this. By the time it has fully consumed the intermediate host, usually after redacted minutes or so. Minutes? It will have developed into a child. The physical age of the child typically ranges from 10 months to 11 years, depending on the mass of the intermediate host, though in extreme cases, where the intermediate host is morbidly obese, it can be as high as 13 to 15 years. That's actually pretty disturbing. I mean, think about it. If someone was infected with this thing, and then it hatched and grew up into a larva, then it would eat them out from the inside. Once SCP-1003-2 is finished, it will lose its hooked teeth along with its cannibalistic tendencies. From where on, it will be functionally indistinguishable from a human in every respect, with no knowledge or memory of having been a parasite. It will even possess learned skills, such as languages, that would be expected of a child its apparent age, despite there being no way it could have learned them. Instances of SCP-1003-2 are usually taken into orphanages. I am sorry, people. Taken into orphanages and sometimes adopted by foster parents. Their only anomalous properties at this stage are that their DNA is still somehow identical to that of the tapeworm, and that their body fluids, including sweat and saliva, contain tapeworm protoscolex, which infect carnivores and develop into SCP-1003-1, thus continuing the cycle. So don't have any kind of canine around children, basically. Especially one that you adopt. I mean, if you give birth to it, obviously it didn't eat you, so yeah, I think that's fair. There's also an addendum. Testing of SCP-1003 with animals such as cattle or sheep have found that its anomalous properties only manifest in humans, and in all other cases, its life cycle is normal and causes hydatid disease in the intermediate host. So it only happens if it goes through a canine, and that's interesting. Because if they ran it through cattle and sheep, and it just causes hepatic damage, then it would be just a normal tapeworm. But once it runs through the digestive system of a canine or a dog, it can turn into these larval forms of this parasite. A tapeworm child. That's just really concerning to anyone who really thinks about it. But anyways, that was SCP-1003, the Tapeworm Child. And, be safe out there, and I love you all. And, be kind to everyone. Because we all need a little kindness in this world. Okay? Bye!